Welcome to the gun table. Hope you all make it back. So y'all come on back in if you want to. All right, let's see what we got. There's nobody here. Oh, there's almost someone here. Hold it. All messages. All right, so now, suppose whoever pops in first, that'll be the top message. Oh, man. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, I know what to do. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Sophina, oh, thank you so much for coming back. Hold on, I'm just finishing. I was rushing to get set up. I decided the studio portion of the garage just is not cutting it, so we had to set up a gun table. Let's see. Let's cycle. Hold on. Tell me which one looks best to you. Which has the least amount of glare? Is that better? Hold on. Let's see what the options are here. Yeah. Does it help if we... When we do it like that, it seems that it puts more of a shade on the... No, it don't make a fucking bit of difference, does it? I mean, relatively speaking, it don't make any difference at all, does it? I didn't see any glare on my side. Well, that's cool. Well, is that still okay? How about we go like this? Maybe a little bit of that. All right. So I don't know if you caught all that, but we were making bullets, but the brass was still wet, didn't get dried out enough, so can't make any bullets because. Here, hold on a second. What's up? Well, I don't know, man. It's too early for me to know what's up. I was doing reloading and the brass was wet, so I couldn't reload. So that whole plan went to shit, and which is really the only reason I'm not in bed. And then, well, that and I already slept. And then, so we scrambled to put the gun table together. Just we'd have something to talk about. So anyhow, Sarah, you've been. I'll tell you, I was on a different live, and there's a bunch of people talking about, oh, where's Sarah? Is she up and leave? Is she like, I mean, I thought I'd talk to you like in the last week, but then people were like totally talking. So I'm sure nobody talks about missing me. They were all talking about, oh, where's Sarah? They were totally missing you. So thank you for showing up and what do you call it? Letting everybody know you're still around. You're apparently you're important and missed, and people love you and are you're there's community here and they missed you. I hope I'm not embarrassing you. Just letting you know the responsibility. We'll talk about so let's see if we get there. No shit. Bruce. I'm trying to get to the channel from my chair. I gotta get there so like I can't freaking get there. Maybe I should have not have told you that did not work. There we are. Are we getting closer? We're getting closer. Ten watching. All right, you're back. I don't see any glare. Yo, what's up? What's up, Queasy? Is please subscribe. On a short hiatus, went back to Costa Rica to see family. You got family in Costa Rica? Well, that is just lovely. I went to Costa Rica a long ass, like 98. And I surfed on up around Tamarindo and had a lovely time in Playa Negra, and stayed at a friend's hotel in Tamarindo, and it was freaking awesome. So, but thank you for sharing that. You didn't have to tell us what you were doing, but you were missed. Is all. Like people, your fans. I'm like, oh, we're surfing. So anyhow, and I was like, she's off making music, doing a thing. It's only been a second. I guess people have separation anxiety. Can't see me smiling. Right? It's good to know you're missed, right? Okay. Lighting a cigar. My day's getting better. So, all right, what we have here. All right, because you said you didn't you see like I just like you. I don't see explain. You commented that I always have the same AR. But I don't know if you've seen this one. It's been on the channel a little bit. That is my wife's purple AR, and that is a badass ride right there. So that is chambered in 6 arc with a 6 to 24 Vortex Diamondback Tactical on it, and Luth AR precision buttstock with a pound-and-a-half trigger on it, maybe a 2-pound trigger. Diamond, Trigger Tech Diamond, adjustable 1.5 to 4-pound trigger, which is sick. And a little arc rail up front that works perfect. And 6 arc is like a 243 that shoots 1,200 yards like a laser beam out of an AR, and just doesn't get a whole lot more accurate than that, as far as I know. I don't know if you like purple or not. My wife is a purple girl. Is how she puts it. She's not a pink girl. She's a purple girl. So, see, you pulled out a little surprise for you. And that is a lefty AR. So, It's not totally uncommon, but you just don't see them all that much. That is a left eject, full ambi lower, left-handed AR-15, and so you just don't see that very much. She's a lefty, and so I try to buy and build guns for her. Oh, you did right. Oh shit! You haven't seen the teal one, huh? It's upstairs. I'll bring that out for you another time. So we got a teal and black M&P 1522. If you go on the channel, there's some video. It's a 22 cal Smith and Wesson M&P, and I shoot it with a can on the steel range, and it's unbelievably quiet. Like one of the most fun guns we own, probably, and totally unexpected. And so I tend to spoil my wife with crazy ass fucking guns. Um, to, I have no idea what that is. To Fuselarejo. Hey, Sarah, is your Spanish better than mine? Is that actually Spanish? I store you on Instagram. Cool. Right on. Welcome in, Marcel Silva. Where are you from? Donde está? So anyhow, um, so yeah, she's got a teal and black tiger stripe M&P 1522 with a can on it, and it's unbelievably fun. So there's that, but I do her the purple. So she's got the purple. So that's a 20-inch barrel with a 16.5-inch handguard, and she's got the same purple anodized handguards on that we just switch up and got lower. She's got it in 6 ARC, 300 black, pistol, and a 16-inch AR. So in 5.56, and maybe I think that's it for the AR, and they're all left eject. I'm almost certain. Let's see there. The only thing that's not left eject is her 9mm, because you can't make that thing eject lefty because of the lower, because it's a proprietary gun. Marcelo, please subscribe to the channel. So now, what else is going on here? These are the 2 precision rifles that I've been competing with for the last 5-6 months, and I've actually been winning a lot of or at least getting on the podium with the one on the right, the littler one, though the one on the left has been winning too. So, or not the one on the right's winning more. So, for Black Friday, I went and got some new precision rifle stocks, and the one on the left is like top of like one down, like it's basically top of the line MDT, and you just it has like, turns out, one level below top of the line on the butt stock, those bastards, with the top of the line chassis. And I haven't even shot it yet. I was gonna shoot it today with a brand new load, but I didn't. So I didn't get to make the brass. So I'll shoot it soon. It was in an MDT chassis before, and now it's in a different MDT chassis. But a much higher end one. And I got it on Black Friday sale. It was open box. It was like barely half price. So, because I'm a cheap bastard like that. So, it was already in a stock, but I couldn't resist that stock because it was so damn badass. And then, and my wife was sitting with me when we found it, so we decided that would be her Christmas gift to me. So, early. Christmas came early at the Banner home. Although I haven't given her gift yet, but I got her, she doesn't watch my live, so I can say, I got her a beautiful, stunning, gorgeous Henry Golden Boy in 22. And those things look good in the store on the shelf. They look good in the videos, but when you see it like right in front of your face in person, it's like you know, it comes with like a fleece cover over the receiver because it's like polished to a mirror finish. Inside the receiver, the cover over the receiver deck, and it's like the clouds part and shafts of golden sunlight filter down. It's like, ah. I'm sorry, my voice is not great, but it's like the angels sing on high when you see the beauty of that gun, that shining receiver. So, pardon me. So anyhow, and it's stashed away, hiding in plain sight. Um, so, um, in the gun room, um, just I keep all the gun boxes, so I just stuck it in with all the gun boxes, and oh shit, I guess I gotta put it in a safe, don't I? I guess I'll lock it in the safe. But anyhow, yeah, she's gonna probably uh, like that a lot. I think it's gonna go over well. And so the one on the right is an outlier barrel in a Howa chassis, in a Howa action in a outlier chassis. And it takes a carbine buffer from AR. And I'm just having a hell of a time getting. I just spent on Black Friday. I also got the buttstock that you see there, but it's not comfortable because the cheek piece is not far enough rearward to make that thing work. So I'm going to pop it off and put basically a buffer tube and precision rifle AR buttstock on, just like the one that's on or very similar to the one that's on the purple AR. I'm going to put on the back of that precision rifle on the right, and I'm going to do it today. Do it before we go to the range. And that's how that thing's going to live. And then I got these two PRS rifle stocks I don't know what I'm going to do with. But or these MBT rifle stocks I don't know what I'm going to do with, but they weren't terribly expensive, but I don't need them. And the thing that seems to work is the AR adjustable stock because the adjustable cheek piece goes further to the back. So it goes further rearward where Mason, welcome in. Welcome in. But you gotta try this shit out, try to make it work. So on the one on the right, we got a Burris XTR Gen 2 scope. I've been winning. I won like 3 out of 4 or 5 out of 6 of my last 3 comps, or first or second place with that 6 Creedmoor on the right, and then I think I've won 1 or 2 with the 6 GT on the left. And the 6 GT on the left is more higher end. She's my little queen, but the one on the right has been winning more. So I don't know if you can see it in the picture, but the pistol grip on the one on the right doesn't fit quite right, and I called Donnie K, the customer service guy. I call him my rep, but he's probably everybody's rep. He ain't my rep, but he's like having a rep. Called Donnie K at Outlier, and he hooked me up with he explained to me that it's just the way that their stock is drilled, and I should use their pistol grip. So they sent me one out, and they got and I got a package yesterday, today from them with their T-shirts in my size and my wife's size. So she's got an Outlier T-shirt now. And not that anybody will see us wearing T-shirts because it's fucking winter time. We'll be wearing like 6 layers of clothes when I'm outside. But it's damn nice of him to send that stuff. So extremely nice. Very personable guy and super helpful. I do not get. I'm not sponsored by them, but it feels like I'm sponsored by them because they do so much to get great communication the customer service group there, and I saw there's some hats coming with pistol grip and getting decked out in the Arkin and Outlier stuff. So Arkin scopes and Outlier barrels are the same company, and they've been great on both sides of the aisle, but because they're separated. But Donnie K is the customer service rep on the Outlier side, and that's an Outlier barrel. So and in an Outlier chassis, and eventually I'm going to get brave and switch scopes, but right now it's got a Burris scope on it because I had a brand new Burris scope and I wanted to see how it did. And so I put it on that rifle and then took it to a mat, and it looked great and everything. It was a page to fucking zero, that thing. But then it zeroed up perfect, and then since then I've been winning with it. So I ain't moving, I ain't changing nothing on that action at this point. But I could go put an Outlier scope on it, but or an Arkin scope on it. But they'll have to right now that's what's working. And before I change that, they may have to fully sponsor me. But I have Arkin scopes on other guns. I have an Arkin scope. We just built I should have pulled it out, but I think it's upstairs. I built a 6GT for my wife and put it in. It's in a Outlier. No, it's an MDT chassis, but it's the chassis that is custom for the Savage Axis. There was only one; they didn't even make it anymore. So I just got another Savage Axis gun that's not even put together yet, with the Outlier suppressed barrel, carbon fiber suppressed barrel, and it'll go in an Outlier chassis. And then we got to, I'm probably going to keep that MDT chassis black, but I might have to paint or Cerakote or do something, hydro dip these Outlier chassis. Brookside, why are you in the ER free balling? Brookside, you're in the ER. What the fuck? I'm currently sitting in the ER in a bed gown. Fuck. I'm sorry, Mason. I've been monologuing. Missed this. What the fuck's going on? What'd you do? Why are you in a gown in the ER? Spill it. Don't fucking tease it out like you did yesterday. I'm pretty sure the nurses just wanted to check me out. But they said I needed to be in a gown for x-rays. Alright, what'd you fucking do to yourself? Life on the farm is rough. And they're like, yeah, I can't wait to get this guy in a gown. Brooke, what are they taking there? If you're gonna fucking tease it, if you ain't gonna look, if you want to just leave it there, fine. But fucking type the shit out. What is going on? Don't leave us hanging like this. You okay? Is there blood involved? Or are you in a massive amount of pain? You think you broke a bone? What the fuck, bro? You've had plenty of time to type this shit out already while I was blabbing. I don't know, I'll find out what's wrong hopefully soon, but you might have broke my hip. Alright, you didn't break your fucking hip, bro. And you know why? Because you wouldn't be fucking typing if you broke your hip, because it'd be in way too much fucking pain. Rudy, we'll tell you about it in a minute. We gotta talk to bro. So are you fucking dying in pain? Or, oh no, you've broken all kinds of bones before and you never felt a thing. What the fuck? Yeah, if you move in the slightest bit and you have a fracture and two bones sort of rub together and the nerve endings on each end move at all, and the hip is generally a pretty stable bone, but if you move at all and the two edges of the broken bone rub and move, the nerves are going to let you know that they don't like it very much at all. So they gave me pain meds. I've been here all morning. It hurts enough for me, a farmer, to go to the ER. All right, fair. Well, maybe you broke one of the little bones in your hip. I'm sorry, man, because it ain't like a finger where you can tape it to the other finger. But it only takes about 10 days for the bone to, if you didn't displace the bone, if the bone, if you cracked it but didn't, like the little circular hoop bones on the bottom, if those get displaced, the bone's separate, then it's a whole other fucking story. But, you know, but if you just cracked it, but you didn't have any, what do you call that? So it's a simple versus a compound fracture. If it's a simple fracture, if you just crack the bone, but there's nothing's displaced, then that crack will heal in 10 days, stronger than the other one. The real question is, how, if you break your hip, can be out there wrestling with them big bats, big bucks? All right, what'd you do? Not sure how it happened though. I've had pretty bad hip pain for a few weeks, and this morning I woke up and couldn't stand it anymore. Dude, like in the back of your hip by the almonds? Oh, gotcha. I'm sorry, I'm just old, not hip. Well, so you've been walking right, so it's not fractured then because you've had it for a couple of weeks and it didn't go away. So it's not fractured probably because if it's in the back of your hip, like when you put your hand in the back and you're on the SI joint and it hurts from, just like, I mean, should I say this all the time? Go to the fucking chiropractor. She pushed on a part and I was squealing like a pig. All right, so you didn't fall off of something and land on your hip. I mean, you don't just fracture bones. You don't break a hip without, because it's a big bone, without something happening that you would remember. You understand? Because it's a great big bone, and it's like really thick. So you have to fall, like even the bones at the bottom, where that like the basket, are not. You have to fucking really fall on your ass. But yet you may be a skinny guy and don't have a lot of padding there, but um, it could be a lot of things, but it could just be like a problem with your joint that the chiropractor could have fixed for $17 at the joint, bro. Um, but when you go to the ER, they got to find out the shit that's going to kill you first. I fall very often at all, but not like I fell and remember being in searing pain. Right. Well, if you fell and like it didn't even hurt that much then, but like the next day it hurt really bad. I understand it'd be hard to break your hip and not remember how that happened. If you could break your hip and not remember how it happened, you'd probably have a serious fucking drinking problem. Anyhow, I hope that it's not something serious for your sake. Yeah. Well, if it's not fractured, and take your ass to the chiropractor and have him crack you. He's lying to us, Bruce. He let that big girl sit on top for the first time, and now he's regretting trying new things. Um, well, it could have got wild. Could they fell off the bed, and or they fell off the dining room table. Like they they like slid off. They slid off because this. No, never mind. Um, Sarah, my girlfriend ain't big though. Well, you could have gotten splooshed away in the flood and just slipped off. Rookie, sometimes the side piece is bigger than the main course. Well, you know, Bruce does not condone side pieces unless the main course is um, condoning these activities. Like whatever y'all decide on uh, is cool with me. And first of all, none of what anybody else does is any of my business. But Bruce does not condone lying because lying will kill you. I'm not suggesting that you have done this, bro, but I'm just referring to the activity. Serafina is probably not saying that you did either, but she just knows that men are are dogs, as they say. So we're gonna just whatever works in your relationship. So I'm on the West Coast where they get all kinds of weird shit out here. So if you, however, everything's weird, like consent based. Everything's consent based, and so if you and your partner agree to have multiple partners, whether it be just dating and non-exclusive or non-monogamy, ethical non-monogamy, or what open relationship, whatever the fuck it is. If y'all are honest, communicate, open about it, it's fine. Like I don't care. But anytime that you're not being honest and you're basically cheating on your spouse, that relationship's not going to work. And it's either by the fault of your own um, lack of honesty and integrity. What's that word? Oh yeah, integrity. You gotta have integrity in relationships, and if you lie, then you have destroyed the intimacy in the relationship because um, you always have to continue to lie to protect the first lie, and just that even the little lies will destroy the intimacy in the relationship, and then you're cooked. And it doesn't matter how long it takes. Now, I'm not saying that you have done any of these things. I'm just referencing and I know Sarah's just teasing you, but oh my God, that's hysterical, Sarah. I and I'm and so I'm not suggesting that Brookside is is that way, but I mean I'm just just what you're commenting on is a certain behavior that's prevalent, particularly in young men because they don't understand that you can't get a leg up on. Like it's not even young men. It's a couple different behaviors, but if you want to have multiple partners, it's fine. Just be straight with people about it. And if they don't like it, they'll leave, or they won't do it. And if they're cool with it, then they're cool with it. But if you are dishonest about that behavior, then you might as well not. Then you shouldn't have to be dishonest about the behavior. So, and doesn't matter what you do in a relationship as long as you're consistent with your agreements and you've communicated honestly, because and that it's agreed to by both parties, because then you're within your integrity, then you're within your honesty, and there's things you can do that whatever don't work, but it takes two. No, I'm not saying that it's good or bad to do that. I'm just saying if you are not in integrity and you are not being truthful and I already said it, if you're fucking lying, your relationship is cooked. So if you gotta be straight, 100%, 100,000%. And I still no guarantee it just covers that particular piece. All right. I'm loyal to my old lady. She offered to carry me out of the house at 4:30. That ain't easy to find. Well, especially if she's, not a big, strong woman. But no, it ain't. She, I mean, well, look. I mean, that's an amazing thing, but that's one thing. It's still look. And I don't know. You were here yesterday. I have a theme going last couple days about finding the right woman, and it ain't any one thing. It's just whether or not she's the right person for you. She's about the same size as me. I know. Yeah, I'm not asking about her size. I did ask, but I'm just saying. Um, I have a sense from the conversations and from seeing your lives that you're a Boy Scout like me. Um, at least, or maybe much more so. Serafina, Brookside, a bag of flour weighs more than you. She can carry you and the groceries at the same time. Paul, I expect you to be first, like you were the first one in before, and so I expected you to be the first one in, but Sarah was the first one here. Uh, and I'm super grateful. What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome back, Paul. Sarah, why are you not? Seraphina's hosting on the channel today. What do I have to do here? Can I get this thing going? Hold on. Okay. Hold on. You gotta. Brooke is uh, at the Mason's at the hospital, fucked up his hip. Hold on, we got to get something going over here. Paul Wick is got a wrench. Serafina, who is running the show today, has got Serafina should have a wrench. Why does Serafina not have a wrench? All right. I know you're helping me, but are you guys blue? I just made you guys mods, but you didn't turn blue yet. Oh, yeah, there you go. Let's see. Brookside's a moderator. All right, you're made Serafina and Paul moderators, but I don't know why you haven't turned blue yet. Paul is blue. Serafina, you're supposed to be blue too. I'm helping you give Brookside that Dr. Phil treatment. Well, I'm not just giving it to, I mean, I assume you know all this, but, we're not just doing it now it says, why isn't, what the hell? Right there. So now, there's Seraph. You got, all right. So Paul, Serafina, Mason, with great power comes great responsibility. Wield the ban hammer wisely. Or don't wield it, just ban the shit out of people. I don't care. You got caught wrestling with a big back in the barn. They fell out of the loft and landed on his hip. And they're both in the ER together. He's got a busted hip, and she's got a busted cervix. Although it was the greatest moment of her life, right until the pain started. Nurse just had me walk around. She stretched him out, right? Man, so hope you got health insurance, bro. Because that ER trip is so a farmer went to the ER. Damn, you must have broke your hip. Mason, that's crazy. I'm praying for you, dog. See, Paul, that is the right response. That is the right response. And, I'm here giving him shit. But you and. See, all right, so Mason, I take back everything I said here. Paul is our official responder. Well, Mason, that's crazy. I'm praying for you, dog. That's my response too. Went for the finisher and got finished. Sir, you are killing it here. We just played, Paul. I just went to the ER this morning from hip pain. I don't know what happened or what's wrong yet. Fucking Mason, making it all about you. You're doing your own live from the ER right now, getting all the sympathy. You got to come in, take over my channel. We're all crying for you. So I'm having sorry, I'm just gonna do my thing here. So I'm having this, and I'm just giving you shit, as I'm sure you know. So I'm having this cigar and aroma de Cuba, and I'd have to get up to do that. So I'm not gonna do it. And they're beautiful, expensive cigar, and I just thought they were bitter, and I have not been enjoying them. And I just left it in the humidor for a few months, and now it's just fucking delicious. Like the bitterness went out, and oh my god, smoking so good. I'm just so happy about it. You know that possum been catching you lacking lately? Always making it about the seat. Yeah. Play the shy guy, and then boom, you're just another narcissist stealing Bruce's narcissistic uh, uh, thunder. But nah, for real, I hope it ain't nothing crazy. Well, me too. I hope it ain't nothing serious. I hope you didn't break your hip. But then you're going to feel really fucking stupid um, with the ER bill. And then you go to the Cairo down in town, and old Doc Bones cracks you, and you're like, oh, wow, as good as new. Like, holy fuck. Because if you're a farmer, obviously you probably know and love the chiropractor. Um, Hospital definitely had something to do with it. I actually went to the ER just so I could steal your thunder. I know, you're like, what the fuck can I do to fuck Bruce's live this morning? Well, it's already a fuck live. The only, nothing against you. I'm glad y'all are here. But the huge bonus is that Sarah showed up because she's a doll and, it just makes everything better with her presence. Now, Paul is wonderful also, um, but in a different way. And I thought you were awesome, Brooke, until you had to fucking go to the ER just to ruin my life. Like, what are you gonna do next time? Fucking house. But no, I don't even want to fucking say it. I ain't gonna say it. I mean, if it ain't broke, you're gonna have to get in that fucking truck and go back to work today, even though it's Sunday, to pay your ER. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, bro. I mean, I hope it ain't. You're good to go. You gotta go. Y'all, time to drive an hour to Tampa and fight traffic. All right. No, I mean, you can. All right. Well, we'll miss you, but we're glad to see you back. And I knew, somebody said, oh, where's Sarah? And I was like, oh, don't worry, she's off living her best life, making music and doing her thing. She'll be, she'll be back. And I'm glad you came on my live. Um, and came to say hi and thank you for all the great humor. Um, I think that could be inspiration for a song, something like, you know, Big Back Broke My Hip. She'd be writing that song in her head on the way to Tampa. That'd be some funny shit. Funny shit. Um, Although, like, funny humor has not been the tone of her music as late, but you never know, right? Maybe it'd be a Christmas jingle. We need, Christmas songs sell, right? So maybe, like the Elvis Christmas album, and oh my God, I worked for this dude when I first started working, and his birthday was Christmas, and every day he played the Elvis Christmas album, every freaking day, and oh man, I like Elvis, I do, love Elvis, um, especially for karaoke, um, but yeah, that hurt a lot hearing the Elvis Christmas album every day for I don't know until I told him to fuck off, which probably didn't take all that long. I don't remember exactly because it's a long time ago. Doc came in. I guess I got some bone deformity in my hips, all inflamed. Mm, what kind of bone deformity? You don't have to discuss it publicly. In fact, I encourage you not to. She just said it. Shit, she just said it. Well, I already forgot. Like dysplasia. Bruce is not a doctor, he just plays one on the internets. Well, if you just found out about it today after living an active life up to this point, it probably is not the worst deformity you can have. I mean, I think it's going to be okay. Not a terrible situation, but why is it inflamed? Is this in a joint, Brooke? Is this hurt in a joint, like when you know, or is it like on the bone? Is it on the hip socket? Is it in the back, the top? You know, we need more info. Okay, well, fuck. So I'm gonna replace that buttstock on the black precision rifle on the right, and replace it with a something very similar to the one that's on the back of the purple gun, but not quite as big. And it's funny because I just put that on it. I just took the thing off that worked and put that on, and it don't work. And now I got to put the other thing back on. So I don't fucking know. So anyhow, what's wrong with it? Why don't you like it? Well, so you see where the cheek piece is? Uh, when you're looking in the scope, you got eye relief. It's how far back you have to be. Your face has to be away from the scope, and most good modern scopes are about 3.5 inches of eye relief. And so you want to have a good cheek weld, which is the spot where your jaw is or your cheek is on the gun. And I'd say my face is half on. My giant fucking head and face is on. Or look at the one on the left. Look at if you can see the cheek piece on the left, it runs all the way back to the back of the gun, and the one on the right is about 3 inches shorter, and so my face is barely on the cheek piece, and it's like the back edge of it is like on my chin almost. So it's just not long enough. Now I saw a guy with a PRS rifle with one of these stocks, and he had taken another like piece of foam and put it there and taped it down. But I'm like, why the fuck would I do that? You know, I mean, if the thing can't do what it's supposed to do, like, I'm not sponsored. If I was sponsored, it'd be like, well, they're paying me to do this, so I'll make it to use their shit, so I'll make it work. But they ain't paying me. So I sponsor me. I'm all for them paying me to do it. So I have something that works better. But I just bought that fucking thing on Black Friday, so at least it was only half price. But I'm just gonna take that. So that's a carbine buffer tube. It's a buttstock based on a carbine buffer tube. If you look at the one on the left, it's all that skeleton, shit, and it's really solid. But that only works on their stock, where if you have a carbine buffer tube type shit, then it will sit, then it'll go into the, it goes on the castle nut, and they're all interchangeable. So, like, if you look at the purple carbine buffer tube sticking out of the back of the AR, it's got a big chunky, but still AR style adjustable length of pull buttstock. But that one tends to be too high already. The lowest position is too high for the right vertical position on the. But they make a lower end one that all it does is slide back and forth. Doesn't have adjustable cheek riser, but it works perfect for me. And so that's what was on it. And so the difference is, like, one is I'm not even on the cheek piece, and the other is when I have the other one on, I look in the back of the scope, I'm totally comfortable. And that's that comfort level, like your body just relaxing into it and being comfortable, like your equipment's not getting in your way, your equipment's working for you. Because you kind of got to be able to chill everything out to everything, so you can shoot well. Although if you look at the targets that I posted the other day, the little short front with the targets, apparently it did not affect my shooting adversely, because those two targets are pretty fucking good. But we want to get all the variables out. We want to get this thing, dialed in as much as you can, as good as you can. So that's what I'm up to. Cam deformity. What is a cam deformity? Hold on. Condition affecting the hip joint where a bone spur or bump alters the shape of the femoral head, preventing it from rotating smoothly with the hip socket. This abnormal morphology, known as cam morphology, is also associated with femoroacetabular impingement, which can lead to joint pain and damage. In cam impingement, the irregular shape of the femoral head causes it to grind against the cartilage in the acetabulum, potentially resulting in further complications. Meh. I don't know, man. You made it this far without this thing having killed you. I'm guessing that you just need to go chiropractor and get adjusted, put your hips back in place the way they're supposed to be, and then it won't bother you anymore. The hell just happened here? That's my answer to everything. I just go to chiropractor when my shit hurts, and they manage to fix it. Chiropractor saved me from surgery when I was like 16. Went to 10 doctors, and they all said, nobody knew what the fuck was wrong with me, and they each sent me to another doctor, and they each sent me to another doctor, and then I had this appointment for surgery, and it was fucking like, I didn't know any better, and so I was going to go do it. Like the following Tuesday, my mom says, go to my chiropractor, you can at least go to my chiropractor. I went to her chiropractor on the Thursday before the Tuesday that the surgery was scheduled for, and holy shit, the guy fixed me in one visit, and I canceled the surgery. So, oh shit, did I lose the whole fucking thing? Here we go. So, anyhow, shouldn't be too bad. So I probably have it all in my life. Might just act up sometimes, but I gotta get out of this place. You all have a good one. Mason, hang in there, take some drugs, and go to the chiropractor. Have him crack your hip, get everything in the position it's supposed to be in so it works normally, and then quit messing with them big back girls. Good luck. Good luck, brother. All right. So what's left? Just me and you, Paul? So Lord knows I want to start yawning and shit. Oh, it's 59 minutes. So according to Papa, according to somebody, people are supposed to start showing up now. right? Hour in, they're all supposed to kick us a whole bunch of folks. Paul, I love how compassionate you are. That is a beautiful trait. Roger. Mason prayers and safety. Yeah. All right, listen, Mason. You just stay out of the fucking ER. You just want to. We'll just coordinate and we'll do a split screen. You go live on my live, and then you don't have to um, fuck yourself up and go to the hospital to steal my thunder like that again. Not your order. I just don't want you like. Let's do it and create. Come on. Tell us about. Come. You want to come on live. Tell us all about winning the, all the great stuff in your life because I support that. I just don't want it to be ER visits. God forbid you are in the ER. Of course, you come on and tell us, but I just don't want that for you. I want it to be all good stuff. Come on and share all your great news, please. So, Paul, I went to a gun show yesterday. Chanson, when we were on live, Chanson blew me up and said he was at this gun show and sent me pictures of wild shit. I was like, holy shit, I didn't even know you could get that in Washington anymore. So I went, and I was like, holy fuck. And they had all the shit there. Like all the shit. They had an HK there. Right when you walk in the door, they had like an HK 416 there. Didn't even have a price tag on it. All the other guns had price tags, and the prices were fucking high. I suppose you can negotiate, but we're talking down or whatever. but there wasn't even a price tag on that HK, and I thought, I don't even want to ask. But they had some really nice shit there. They had like a table with 8 deagles on it, and they had like purple deagles and blue deagles with gold trim. They had one that had like tiger striped, shiny and matte tiger stripes on the frame and the slide. That is like the nicest thing I've ever seen in a gun. I mean, I wasn't buying a deagle because I can't. I can't. I don't have, I can't support that much aura. I shoot the gun, but they even had 357, but they were all Magnum research. None of them were IWIs. And I ain't trying to steal J Dog's thunder, but like if I liked the gun, I could join that club. But especially with that tiger stripe one, you got to Google that tiger stripes. Desert tiger striped eagle. Let's see what comes up. Oh yeah, these are they do it in gold. That is the fucking shit. Titanium gold with something, but oh my god, you have to see this shit. It's insane. But anyhow, but you still got a deagle in it. That grip is just so damn chunky. Probably too much so. Like it ain't gonna help you get a hold of it. It's gonna makes it too much. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I never shot one. But they were pretty. But they had a saw, 249 saw there. They had they had a 240. They had a Barrett. They had a bunch of M1 carbines and M1 Garands and like everything, all the pistols. Like the first time I held a CZ, it was a CZP09, and I thought it was really nice. But I remember, I don't know if they got the Glock 10-6 yet. My cigar went out. I should have fucking trapped it. Anyhow, sounds like gun heaven. Yeah, it was. I had a lot of fucking money on me at the time. And I came home with less. So I came home with significantly less. Um, but I ain't gonna talk about it too much. The new things will just sort of start probably show up on my channel. And I won't even, like I just bought some gun parts, I guess. And so they ain't likely to be anything that needs talked about. They just were shit that I needed. But I ain't buying any new uh, interesting, cool rifles. They don't have this stuff. There's no, this is all like bolt action adult Legos. I'm talking about the precision rifles. Bunch of AR parts there. I had a bunch of uh, AKs actually. I never really held AKs, and I thought they'd be really heavy, but the AKs I checked out were pretty lightweight, which was nice. Um, and no, it's not so much that it's self control. It's just that I didn't see that much. I went there with one thing, two things very specific in mind, and I found a couple of the one thing I was looking for, and not um, the other thing. But anyhow, I mean, I did see some beautiful hunting rifles, and there's a 30-06 custom 30-06 that was pretty reasonably priced, and but it was older, and I don't trust the old rifles to be accurate, and um, it was custom, so you ain't gonna it ain't like you buy a new gun and it don't shoot, you return it to send it back. Yeah, you can always use the action, but it depends what action. If it's not a Remington 700 action, then you ain't gonna find a stock for it to go in. On that, I just had Black Friday where I got two new precision rifles, um, which is ridiculous. But I just got this. I don't know if you probably heard the whole barrel story, where where I got a couple of carbon fiber integrally suppressed um, uh, precision barrels. I had bought them and they took like 6 months and hadn't shipped. And then I called up and they said they couldn't get the carbon. They didn't know when they would have it. So I was like, yeah, and I was like, all right, whatever. And they were like, wow, you're being really cool about it. I was like, well, I mean, you already have my money. What the hell am I going to do? So there ain't no use crying about it. If I could get a refund on it, I would. Like, oh, we'll give you a refund. So they gave me a refund. And then 2 months later, um, they just shipped them out. They had the barrels and they shipped them. And so I got these two barrels basically for free, and they didn't even know. But that didn't sit right with me because I ain't like that. I ain't taking nothing that ain't mine. And so I called them up and I arranged for one of them I got a return ticket on. Um, and then, um, well, you can have accuracy by volume. Um, and so I'm going to ship that one back. And then the other one, actually, like one of them is fucking beautiful, but it was a blank, and so I'd have to spend more than the barrel cost to get it machined to fit my gun. So I was just like, nah, you just take it back. That's the real reason. I think because I'm a fucking saint. It's because I didn't pay for it, and I didn't want to fucking pay for the gunsmith to do it. Because if I wanted it, I would just order it the way I wanted it, and then it would still be a lot cheaper to get it from them the right way the first time. So I arranged to send that one back. And then the other one came in, and it was exactly what I had ordered, and it was for my wife. But I had already taken her action and bought a different barrel for it and put it together, and she's shooting that thing like fucking lights out and loving it. So I already got her the rifle that I was going to build with their barrel, just switched gears and built it a different way. So, but that barrel was built for a Savage action, and so for Black Friday I bought cheap, like a very inexpensive, but used Wiki Arms, found the cheapest rifle that I could, the cheapest Savage short action that I could get, which was a 6.5 Creedmoor Savage Access for 2 from PSA. It was like $350. I could have got a 308 for 3 1/4, but I waited too long and it sold out. So I did $25 more. I got the 6.5 Creed for $350, but there's a $75 rebate from Savage on it, so that takes it to $275, and that's ridiculous. But all I'm buying is the action. I'll be getting rid of just taking off the stock and the barrel and using their action, put the outlier carbon fiber or backdraft barrel on it, waiting for the cam, waiting for the muzzle device, which seems to be the key issue. And then I got an outlier stock for it. Love the Real Fishy Bliss. Well, Real Fishy Bliss. Thank you. That's my wife's AR, by the way. And it's a lefty. I don't know if you caught that. That is a left eject AR. It makes it very uncommon to see that. Anyhow, accuracy is a great thing that many don't keep in mind, including myself sometimes. Well, look, it just depends what you're aiming at. If you're aiming at an 18-inch center mass on an 18-inch target at 100 yards, you don't need to be super accurate. You just need to put the sling lead and have it land in the middle, right? It just depends. If you're using an AR and you're, in like the self-defense, or, shit, it's the fan type training for shit. You just got to put it center. Speed is more important than accuracy in that at that point. But sorry, I'm smoking. So the Real Fishy Biz, please subscribe to the channel. And I can't go on the channel. I can actually. Oh, we got 202 subscribers. We have passed the 200 mark. So anyhow, my goal, although I have a ridiculous amount of inexpensive or mid-price, like these precision rifles could cost a ridiculous amount of money. Like I've seen some guys selling them for $8,500. And he was the gunsmith. And I knew what parts were on it, and most of that's the parts, right? But these guns are probably in the $1,000 to $1,500 range, under $2,000, including 22, including the scope. And these are long distance. One of those scopes is a 15 to the one on the left is a 15 to 60 with a 30 millimeter tube, and the one on the right is an 8 to 40 with a 34 millimeter tube. But they're not expensive scopes. So anyhow, compared to what they could be, they're not premium value. They're not loopholes, or Leopolds. Poor Sean. whatever. Anyhow, which was the basis for the channel, for the Precision for Pores channel. But I just missed being Bruce, went back to Bruce. So anyhow, what the fuck was I talking about, Paul? I'm just saying they're expensive, but they're not terribly expensive. You know, if you look at these HKs and scars and shit, those guns are more expensive than these. But I don't know what you're buying. If you're not paying for accuracy, and you ain't paying for, apparently you ain't paying for accuracy with a Browning at this point, then you're hoping to get reliability, I guess. Because what else are you fucking paying for? Accuracy and reliability. Weight, what are the other factors involved? Aura. Some of the shit you're paying for aura, right? So, anyhow, so what else are you paying for? Color. The purple shit's expensive. I saw a home camo kit the other day, which a home camo Cerakote kit, or maybe I don't know what it was, but it looked all right. So something to look into. Maybe we'll paint up one of the outlier stock on the right. I just think it looks really good in black at the moment, but we'll see. What do you got going on today, Paul? What time do you want to go live? Who else is on? Anybody else on? I'm just gonna change out the stock on that precision rifle on the right. That's the 6 Creedmoor that we built that ammo for yesterday, and so we're gonna go shoot it today. My wife's gonna go see her daughter for brunch, so I'm clear for the morning. So I'm gonna go shoot it. Go run that load ladder. I got a 6 arc to go. Not that, so that's a 6 arc. That purple AR is in 6 arc. That upper. I'm gonna go dial in the scope on a bunch of guns. So there, I got a competition on Sunday, and I'm thinking I'm gonna run 4 guns. Just give me more opportunities to win that fucking ham. Just run one in each category. And one of them was the one I shot last week, I think, and I did a live. It was a Ruger American Hunter in 6.5 Creedmoor that shot really well. And so, and one of them was my 6 arc Bear Creek bolt action, which the scope just wasn't working right. And so I just got to get that fucking thing dialed in or switch scopes and send that scope back. But I don't know if it's the scope or if it's me. And usually it's me. So I guess part of it is the learning process. Like the more I go delve into this shit, and I figure it out, the more that I learn about it. That's what we're doing. We're learning more about it. You know, I used to build this shit because it was too expensive to buy a Ruger precision rifle, and now I'm wondering like shit. Well, it works out to be cheaper to buy the RPR, but um, but I haven't yet. So and not really because then you know this shit's got the 1.2-inch bull barrels where the RPR probably does not. Let's find out. Who all's in here? You know, wait a second. Did I not fix this fucking thing? I might have fucked this up, guys. I'm sorry. I did not do the live. I did the. Right, so now, I didn't have all the comments up. Holy shit! I'm sorry. I wasn't reading all the comments because I had top. Not all right. So definitely need a left ejector. It's crazy hard to find though fast. So Paul, you're a lefty. Um, I just got them on AR-15 discounts. I just buy the left side, the left hand receivers, and they get NBS. They're not even expensive, like under 50 or 60. I think it's $49 on set. But it might have been, but Stag Arms makes them. NBS even makes them, and they're so let's see. Fishy shows love in a lot of our communities also. Right on. I think I saw Fishy yesterday. Um, so I'm just the thing is I'm not in the spot where I can subscribe to your channel and it may already be. I think I saw you yesterday. Maybe even in mine, so thank you for being here, Fishy. Never sighted in an 840 or 1560. It sounds crazy. The 8 to 40 is really good. The 15 to 60 is not as good, which is weird. And I'm sort of like just hanging on with it because it's already on the gun, and I did do like I want to get that thing working right for me. But so the difference between like the 8 to 40, it's on the gun, and it shoots amazing, and it's a great experience. It's a calming experience shooting like the Arkans. Just the reticle's really good, and the 15 to 60 maybe it's just so magnified that you pick up too much movement, and that makes it harder to shoot. But I feel like I should be able to shoot good. It should be better with it. But I got a feeling it's going to go on the 6.5 Creedmoor 1,000-yard gun that I'm working on. And I'm going to put, I have a 5 to 30 Bushnell Match Pro that I think is going to land on this one, or an Arkin will go on it. I've seen through an 8 to 40, but 60 sounds wild. I don't know, man. Well, I mean, I'm shooting 600 to 40. I mean, the bullseye is still freaking tiny at 600 yards through and every scope I've looked at. 6 to 24, 5 to 30, 7 to 35, 8 to 40, 15 to 60. This is not an expensive scope in the 15 to 60. I think it's just a little, like, the quality of the glass just ain't good enough. I assume we got most. I'm just looking back to see how many comments I missed because I had this on top chat and not full chat. So I seen through age 40, but 60 sounds wild. Um, but so that's a 600, but I'm planning on reaching out to a mile in the near future. Not a mile. I'm sorry, take it back. I'm planning on reaching out to 1,000 yards. Some of the guys I shoot with told me the location of 1,000 yard steel, and so I figured I could check it out and see if I can shoot it. And for that, I might need a 6.5. I don't know. I don't know what gun I need. The six Creedmoor's got the barrel life on that thing. It, six Creedmoor is known as a barrel burner. So I feel like that thing shoots so good, I don't want to shoot it too much. And so I'm thinking, so I just bought a 6.5 factory um, barreled action from Howitt and their target gun. It's probably not one, it's not a bull barrel like these monsters, but it's pretty thick. It's probably at least, just a little under an inch, like 9.93, 0.95, something like that. Would be my crankcase. And I have a 308 from them that's shooting less than 1 MOA. But the 6.5 Creedmoor is just a much better long distance caliber. So I figured that with the factory barrel may be a good 1,000 yard gun. And that'd be a great premise for a video, right? It's a $400 something barrel action. And it'll go in inexpensive stock and inexpensive glass and see what we'll shoot. And I'll probably get this glass because that way I can see with the 1560 I can see further. And then there's also some 1,000 yard competitions that I might hit. If I do that, I might do the competition. If I hit the steel, I might work on the bullseyes. And then that'll get the 5 to 30 Bushnell. And if I like, I don't think you can tell the difference between a 30 and a 35 power. You probably can, but I have that Bushnell. I haven't put on anything yet. I haven't mounted it yet. I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna go see if I can figure out this scope in the 7 to 35, and if I get it to work, great. And if I can't, then I need to swap it out with the 5 to 30 that I have that I haven't run yet. I need to see if I like it. Probably around 12 my time, but I don't have much going on. I'm job hunting at the moment. Well, I mean, what can you do on a Sunday? You can look for work on the internet. You go on Monster, Indeed, or whatever, and look for the jobs that are posted. But I mean, it ain't like you can apply or do anything on a Sunday because no one's in the office, right? So 6 ARC is nice. I need to shoot that caliber. I haven't yet. 6 ARC is really nice for an AR. And I have a couple of 6 ARC bolt guns. I don't know. I mean, I really love it in the AR. I mean, in the AR, it's fucking magical. And you can get you get an AR, you can get an AR upper, or you just buy the parts. You buy an upper receiver, and you buy a barrel, and you buy a gas block and a handguard, and then you just swap it in and out of your AR. Then like I'll spend for a barrel, but you can get, 100. I'll spend 100 for a barrel or 120 for a barrel. And you can get that on sale, right? But I get almost everything I get from either Dirty Bird or AR-15 discounts. And I'm not sponsored by them either, but I should be. I should buy stock in those fucking companies. But the really colorful handguards and shit, I don't get those there. But anyhow, but you can do it pretty cheap, and because you've already got the AR lower, you don't need the whole thing. You just do the barrel and it's an upper receivers. Let's see, $100 for the barrel, $50 for the $40 even for the handguard. pardon me, $25 for a gas block and gas tube, and uh, let's say 60 or 75 bucks, 40 between 50 and 75 bucks for the upper receiver. So that's 250, something like that, for an upper. But I'll go with a brand name barrel. I think that 6 arc is a ballistics advantage barrel or a Faxon barrel. And those are okay. You can spend $370 cheeseburgers for a Criterion, or if you can get Criterion on sale, maybe 3.25, two, whatever. But that's if you need it to be a Criterion. If not, Criterion's like a match grade. Criterion's a great barrel company. They make all the barrels like this shit, but they make match grade AR barrels if you need that. But these, that's 6 arc. You know, I've competed with it. Like, I have the same gun in green, rattle cannon as her purple. Literally almost identical parts. And shoots great at 600. And you could shoot, you know, 6 arc is supposed to be pretty good out of 1,000, but you know, I think when we're talking about the caliber, I think we're saying it's good for an AR. But really, you know, we got 3 different 6mm cartridges on the table. You got a 6 arc on the AR. The gun on the left is a 6GT, which is a bit of an eclectic cartridge. It's basically a 6-dasher that's made a little bit longer so it feeds better through a magazine. And then the one on the right is a 6 Creedmoor, which is a neck down 6.5 Creedmoor. And of those, the 6 Creedmoor has the most powder. The 6GT has less powder than the 6 Creedmoor, and it seems like a stubby cartridge in comparison. But the 6 arc is just small. It's like a small powder charge, and just, you know, you get more powder, you get more velocity, and you know, you're gonna. By the way, all 3 of those bullets can be running the same projectile out of different cases. So really, the only thing that's different is the case capacity and the powder charge. It just seems to me that the 6 arc might be a little underpowered, or maybe I just don't have good enough barrels for it. Maybe the gun's too light. I'm just not shooting it that well because they're not big, heavy fucking guns that are really stable. I don't know what the fuck is working, but the 6GT and the 6 Creedmoor are working way better than the 6 arc. That's what I'm saying. Would it be possible to build a bolt action from scratch with OEM parts? Well, yeah. I mean, that's basically what we do. You just get an action, and 700. Let's see. Yeah, REM 700 is the main action. Just if you can get REM 700s, it makes everything easier. So you start with a sale on a Remington 700 current rifle, I guess, because the action's the same. You get them on sale for, I saw them as low as $420, which is not bad. But what is that? I don't know. The hell? Was it? Oh, I see what it was. Let me mute that again. All right. So we're just checking the prices here. All right. So the short version is, you start with an action, and the cheapest way to go, the way I've been doing is with a HOW action. It's a good action, and you can get barreled actions from Brownells, because they have it exclusively. And so they actually have a barreled action. You can even get the competition, like they're not a competition, but like they have a heavy target barrel, and those things shoot pretty good. So then you got a barrel and a action, and then you put it in a stock, which is what these things are. I mean, none of these guns are bought with a as is. They're all basically Legos. But just like you have AR Legos, you have these precision rifles are all Legos too. You have, those two barrels are barrels that were bought as barrels, put into actions that came with other barrels that had the gunsmith take off and put those on. It wasn't very expensive. And then you put it in the, it's 2 bolts to set them in the stock. And then you get a Picatinny rail in 0 or 20 MOA, and that screws into the top of the action. And then you put your scope on, and that's your fucking adult Lego bolt action precision rifle. What we're going to do over here, I want to see if the Remington set with the price on. I paid $275 for Savage Axis rifle. On the triggers anywhere from 165 to 225. But if you start with a Remington 700, everything is based on a Remington 700 in the precision rifle. So if you start with that, you're gonna get you're gonna make your life easier in the long run because you're gonna have tons of chassis that fit it. So you can get all right, here's a 700 AGL. What is the 22-250? That would work. So you got, is that in stock anywhere? No, it's out of stock everywhere. Hold on, we're working on it here. Well, there may be, everything might be out of stock because it's right after Black Friday. But that's where I saw, Labor Day, I saw these Remington 700s on sale for 420 cheeseburgers. This is just the base model Remington 700, but you don't care about what's on it because you're going to put it in other stuff. These fucking things are out of stock everywhere. So I'm just trying to see if you can get the action. But best price I got for Remington 7RM, best price I got right now is $611. So, but there'll probably be more Christmas sales. But the Howes are about 500 retail, and you get them on sale for like 15 off. So it's like 400 and change. Where are we? Oh shit, bunch of comments I didn't see. I'm sorry. For 1,000 plus, are you usually zoomed all the way in? I would have. Well, you can't. You gotta start with less zoom so you can find the target, and then zoom into it. But I would imagine so. Well, yeah. You're gonna be zoomed in. You're still gonna have room around the target to see if you miss. Twin Gen 22, welcome in. Paul. Twin, what up, dog? You got it. I'm staying away from too much color right now, but I do like the look. You talking about the purple? Oh, just the paint. I was talking about the paint. Black and chrome is my speed. Yeah, that's black and stainless, I think is what we got going on here. Black and matte. What caliber doodads are these? These are all 6 millimeter target guns, roughly, more or less. Except the AR, you could hunt with it. In purple, but I got the camo version too. So yeah, the actions are blued on this one. So you got on the left is a 6GT PRS build, and on the right is a 6 Creedmoor PRS build, and in the center is a 6 ARC AR target build. We could hunt with that. What I miss? Well, nothing, because nothing happens unless you're here. I mean, it's all about you, Mason. Now, how you doing? I hope you're feeling better. What's up, Twin Jen? I don't know what I missed. He's been talking. He's just been talking. Well, you didn't miss anything. That's what I do. I freaking monologue. I'm just a long-winded, boring motherfucker blabbing wet. But mainly talking the guns on the table. And they take us off the table. I was stopping by to show some support, but I don't think he's engaging us at all. Well, I am engaging Twitch, and I just don't like. I didn't know that the live chat wasn't on. I had top chat on, and I'm trying to be more careful about that. Paul and I are talking about doodads. I don't know what the other guy is talking about. He's just reading a little slow. Oh, okay. Talking about breaking bones. He answers one comment at a time. I was asking about building the bolt actions. Twin. Bruce just goes in depth on things. You got to give him a bit to catch up. When yesterday. Well, let's see, that was at 8 a.m. and the time now is 8:05. I'm just going to read the shit. Diabolical. You out here being an EOH. I don't know what that means. Bruce mentioned your name. In the conversation he's having with himself, I hope he doesn't answer himself. Twin, I see you on which channel are you a mod on? No, you're on Kenny's channel. You're the mod on Kenny's channel. I used to be the mod on Kenny's channel, but I got a life and can't fucking be there every night. But now you're doing it, so congratulations. Bruce, what up, man? I went to the ER today. He was making jokes that I came into the chats making all about me. Twin Jen, I'm trying to get him to look at the comments, but he definitely isn't. Okay, well, I read. So what, man? What do you want to talk about? What do you want to say? So anyhow, I did see you're modding on Kenny's channel, which is awesome. I pop in there and mod sometimes and talk a bit, but anyhow, but I think you're doing a good job in there. Well, what do you have on the table, sir? All right, whatever. Now I'm waiting for you, bro. What do you want to talk about? Just talking Paul? Okay. Let's see. And that was at 8:05. So while I was reading the comments, you were trying to get me to look at the comments. So I read all the comments, and you didn't say nothing. We were chatting amongst ourselves, waiting on you to see us. No, I saw you. I read all the comments. You didn't fucking say anything, bro. Come on. What do you want to talk about? Anyhow. So, always like listening to Bruce go. He's always dropping some sort of gems. Thank you, Paul. I'm honored. Um, so, you know what I'd like to ask about, and I should probably ask Kenny this, and I probably will tonight, um, was a little bit about AKs, because he's got some knowledge about AKs. And I was seeing, I guess he loves the Zastava. Um, what was the ones I was seeing that are those Century Arms AKs any good? Um, in Twin Gen 22 or Twin Gen 22, what is it? Trying to, what's your name, man? Can you explain your name to me? Because I'm wondering, like, there's two twos in it, and there's twin, and what does it mean? What's your name? If you don't mind telling me. I was just dropping by. See you. All right, peace, bro. Thanks for coming in and adding nothing. Make sure you like and subscribe, bro. Um, yeah, I kind of hear mixed also. I was just on the Lipsies channel, and they had a lot of Century on it. They might have some other stuff, or the Lipsies. So Twin Gen is a mod on Kenny's channel, and you know, and fucking talking shit, and basically ran him off. It was nice of him to stop by, almost, sort of. I guess it just kind of hit me wrong. It was nice of him to come by, but I got an attitude. So, like, what are the options on getting? Where do you get them from? Do you have an AK, Paul? I think I think you do. Have I seen AK? So I got an AR. So let's ask a question here. It's a terrible fucking question. Like, I don't have an AK. I never fired them. Today I picked up some interesting some at the gun show, and they were nice, man. They were much lighter than I thought they'd be. But I'm wondering, like, what's the point? Like, people love them. They're super reliable. I mean, I got fucking tons of reliability. So I mean, I got ARs in every caliber, and they're super modular, and you put big scopes on them, and they shoot long distances. You put tactical scopes on them, and they is inner ordnance. Is that who makes the it, is that who makes the AKs? But and then there's AR-10s, right? I like ARs. Similar thing. The 308's a big fucking caliber. Compared to 223, it's got some oomph to it. It's really easy to work with inside of 600 yards, but I've seen it shoot a mile. I don't know. I've seen it on YouTube shoot a mile, but like, I gotta ask myself, like, if I could get an AK, would I want to? I mean, do I need to? I got um, a BAR, which is only not super accurate. I got a Mini 14, which is a really nice platform, but also accurate, but not super accurate. And we got a bunch of ARs and, AR-10 platform, bolt action. And, I mean, if the shit hit the fan, I have, ARs that I have run very and competed with, and they're super accurate. So, I mean, that would like I've all these other guns already, and I wouldn't grab those. I'd just grab the AR. So, what good would having an AK do me? And by the way, I get where. Oh, okay. All right. AK has aura. I'm with you there. I guess I'm not. Like I'm not aura farming with these guns, um, and you know, it's not the like. What do you? So you're gonna do live? You're gonna do videos, and aura farm, and get views on your channel because you're using the AK, um, and because they're cooler than ARs are, or less common, or slightly less common in this country, where it's the gun of choice in the rest of the world. By the way, so I assume when you say you like your 7.62 a lot more, you mean your 7.62 by 51 um, because an AK is traditionally a 7.62 by 39. So it is a so you like your 7.62. What are you saying here, Paul? You like your 7.62 AK more, or you like your 7.62 AR more? Because they're both 7.62s. No, I have a 39 AR also. Oh, interesting. Well, I have a 6.5 Creed, a 308, a 6.5 Grendel, and a 6 Arc, and a 5.56 on two different AR platforms. Obviously, the 6.5 Creed and the 308 are on the AR platform, AR-10, and then but I didn't know. I never thought about. I'm trying to not get more calibers at this point because I got so many fucking calibers. Um, but you like that 7.62 by 39. Let's say I guess the Grendel might be similar to it. What is that? 6.5 by 45, I'd imagine. Um, only interesting. How do you like that? I think like it would be a nice shooting gun. Well, Brooke, I'm glad you're back. I'm glad the pain ain't keeping you away. Oh, that's right. It was supposed to be. Thank you for reminding me. It's supposed to be the 300 black. So 300 black is 7.62 by 45. Um, it only it's like what it's point of impact, or it just drops a lot, right? I mean, it's not. It's going to be hard to be accurate without past 125, 150 yards. I don't know what the range on the AK is, but I've heard the same thing that the AK doesn't have the range that an AR has. I'll tell you, they felt great in the hands, and they look really good. I was just looking at that, and I was like thinking, if I could get one, would I want that? I mean, I already, if you, or like, if you got an AR-10, do you need an AK? Um, or how about a FAL? How about an FAL? I call it like you got some more there, or a G3. Or a G3 clone, which is what got me the Century Arms really. I have a 300 7.62 and a 7.62 by 51 in the AR platform right now. But no 5.56, Paul? I have a 7.62 by 39. Ain't really comparable to 6.5 Random, but it's pretty close to 3. And I got 300 black. But 300 black suppresses really well, although an AR9, my AR9 is much quieter, but 300 black's like the next step up. It's a little noisier, but it is. So 9mm is a really good close-in cartridge. It's good to 10 to 50, flat shooting from 10 to 50 yards. You don't, like, your zero doesn't change from 10 to 50. Then it drops, I forget, like 9 inches by 100, something like that. But it's still almost workable, because if you aim at the shoulders, you're going to hit the belly button. Chance, what's up, brother? Thank you so much for sending me to the gun show yesterday. It was a 2-hour drive each way, and I didn't bring enough cigars for the ride, but it was a small show, but they had everything there. They had way too much shit there. And they had a lot of nice fucking shit. I'm good with that. Thanks. So yeah, of course, I was just saying in that category. I was just trying to understand better what you had said. I wasn't challenging it. So I got the 300 black, but like since getting it, and I have a 300 black deer gun, or deer upper, but that's like a woods gun because you've got really narrow sight lines here because the brush is so thick. So you're shooting 100 yards on a 16-inch 300 is totally doable for a deer. But then I got a 6.5 Creedmoor bolt gun, lightweight bolt gun. I put a can on, and I think we're good to easily 400 yards with that. It's just a 16-inch barrel 6.5 Creed. So I wouldn't be taking long shots with it, but it's just feels more like a better caliber for hunting deer. In the 300 black, you're good at out to 100, 125, 150 yards, but the 6.5 Creed in about the same size weight gun is probably easily good. The gun is good to 400 or 500 yards. But anyway, then I have the 6.5 PRC, which is a lot of fucking cartridge. So I'm just thinking, for me, like, do I need it? So Chance and I was out at the gun show yesterday, and they had AKs, and I never really fucked with AKs before, but I thought they were pretty fucking cool. In that room off to the side when you walk in, they had like a whitish gray one. They picked them up, they were lightweight, and they felt really good in the hands. And I was thinking, like, the conversation is, do I need an AK? If I could get one, do I need an AK? And I haven't sold myself on it yet, because I'm so into the AR platform, and the AR-15 and AR-10, the AR-10 bolt action. Then am I missing anything by not having the AK? Is sort of the thing I'm wondering in this conversation out loud. Paul's kind of sharing with me about it. Well, yeah, but there may be some less expensive ones. That guy was charging like $2,500 for his AKs, but um, the guy I got the stuff I got from, um, I have reason to believe he's uh, going to be less. Mason's been having a rough morning. Mason went to the ER this morning with hip pain and found out he's deformed. Um, I'll talk to that guy. So uh, I got some stuff and it is ready for pickup on the 20th. And oh, hang on a sec. What's up? Live's on, so whatever you say, I'll be on the live. But
Okay, are you going shooting today?
I am going shooting today.
So do we have anything going next weekend?
Well, we're supposed to have a turkey dinner on Saturday night.
Okay, but Saturday morning would be available?
Yeah.
Okay, because I think I'm gonna move Rachel to next Saturday.
Oh, so okay. Are you feeling okay?
Just tired.
Okay. So you just all right. So you're not going to go to brunch with Rachel, but you're not going to go to brunch with me either. You're hanging out doing Christmas stuff. All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
I'm almost done with my cigar, and I'm going to probably come in after that.
Okay.
Okay. Your gun is on the gun table. It's on the live today.
Oh.
Looking beautiful.
Yes, they are.
I was saying your gun's looking beautiful. My gun's up too, but you know.
Yeah.
When the purple gun's on the table, nobody talks about anything else. All right, love you, sweetie.
Love you.
All right, sorry you're feeling tired. All right. See, Carson, that's the right response. I was giving Mason shit. I feel bad about him almost. Actually, you feel bad about him. So anyway, I think the guy, I mean, he was charging a lot for what he was selling, but I think outside of the show, because I'm going to see him on the 20th to pick up and get some other shit. I think outside the show, his might have some better prices on stuff. So we'll see. You know, because then he doesn't have to carry the inventory. He just order what you want and then pick it up. So he's got very little carry cost on it. So I have a feeling the cost will go down. And basically, he was saying he uses Lipsy's as the distributor. So you said go look at Lipsy's and whatever you want on there, you can work with. But the Lipsy's lists retail prices, even though they're a distributor, you know, and then he's going to get it off at his FFL price, but I don't know if he's selling it at retail or if he's, you know, coming down off that price. But even Lipsy's retail price is way better than the gun show price, like half. Because that's what that shit was marked up to, was like double. And I assume that you could negotiate on the prices at the gun show, but you'd have to be in the mood to. And I wasn't. Like they did a fucking HK right when you walk in the door, and it didn't even have a price tag on it. And I was like, yeah, I ain't even gonna fucking ask what that thing is, what they want for that. couple of HKs. They had a peanut butter HK. I wish those grips on the bolts would work on an AR. They look comfy. They would. They do. They totally have them. Yes. The answer, Paul, is yes. So let's see. Well, those grips would not. But there's other grips that are similar to them that would. So what is it about it that looks comfy? Just that vertical angle, or the diameter? I mean, because we do so. Anarchy Outdoors has a really cool. Well, Ergo's actually the one you should be looking at, because the vertical grip, it's formed for the hand, and it. So I have an Anarchy Outdoors grip on a 6.5. What is it? It's an AR lower precision rifle build. But it's got a big thumb shelf on the right, which is great for shooting bolt actions. But well, shit, the stock Bear Creek Arsenal grip, the one that I sent to Chanson, is got like a 15. It's got like half the angle, less. It's near vertical, and it is rubberized. So that would be an easy place to start. I use AR15discounts.com a lot because they ship everything, and some other companies are super fucking pissy about what they will and won't ship to Washington, even though it's all fucking legal and we can buy everything, but serialized parts over the counter here, for ARs at most FFLs. So, or at least all the ones I go to. The shit, they even have parts at Sportsman's now. So, anyhow, look at the Ergo grip, ERGO, and because the Anarchy, the thumb shelf kind of fucks up your ambi safety. So you can only run a 45-degree shorty ambi safety on the right side of the gun. And it's, you got to look hard to find ambi safety selectors that will fit that bill. So you got the Magpul MOE K2 Plus grip, and that's a rubberized AR grip, but it's still got a little angle to it. And I like that grip a lot, and that's what I run on one of my lowers, and I've got it in gray, and I've got it in green, an OD green. I've got an OD green one on, and I run that on all the camo guns, and I just like it. But I have an Ergo grip on the AR-10 bolt action lower, and it's got the near vertical grip angle, and it's rubberized, but it's got sort of finger grooves, and I like it a lot. And it does not interfere with an ambi safety, I don't think, although I don't have an ambi safety on the AR-10 lower. So yeah, you got plenty of that. But I think the Ergo grip, and the Ergo grip's was under $30. I have the MOE grip on my 300 black, but I only have one. I really like it. You have the rubberized one, which is the K2 Plus. It's got the better grip angle and the rubbery. It's the Plus gets you the soft grip, but Ergo's got a soft grip that doesn't interfere with your ambi safety. Outlier has a vertical grip for an AR it looks like the Anarchy, but it doesn't have the thumb shelf. And I had one on the way from them, and my rep there hooked it up for me. Like, I was just asking about it because I was having a problem. What the fuck was the problem? Oh, if you look, I don't know if you'd see it in that picture, but the rifle on the right, I put the MDT grip on it. And they do sell one for ARs, but I didn't see. Well, see, you're good. But you want to get more of a vertical, then Bravo makes a B, like I think the B5 or a B20 or some or B25. It gets more vertical, but it's not rubbery, and it's shorter, which I really like. I think I have those on the AR9s. I have a bunch of those fucking things sitting around here, but I kind of switched over to the I got sucked in by the K2 grip. I have one in gray that'll probably go on some upcoming build, but yeah, I look at the Ergo. I really like that one. It's more vertical than the K2, and it's rubbery, and it doesn't have the shit on top, right? Because you know how they have the part that joins the gun, but then they have the thing that goes around the back of the lower receiver, and like the what do you call it, like the duck, it's like a tail piece on it. And I like the grips that don't have that because they seem like they're shorter overall, and they let you get up higher on the gun. But it's hard to find. But the Magpul's a bigger grip, where I think the Ergo's just got the little right angle that goes up to it, and then so it's a shorter overall grip. But the vertical grips don't let you come up as high on the gun, but they're really good for close in stuff. So that. So I'm about done with the smoke, and I'm gonna shut it down. I think I'm gonna go to sleep because I'm starting to get spacey again. I'm gonna go take a nap because it's shit. It's before I woke up early. I went to bed early last night, and I woke up early, and I usually don't get up till 9. It's only 8:30, so I can go sleep for an hour and then go to the range, and I'll be good. And I don't know if I'll fall asleep, but I'm getting tired. But shit, I don't know. I need to hook up with like you, Paul, a couple of you guys offline, and then I can just send you pictures and shit. But thank you, and great chilling with you too. I really appreciate you coming and talking. Super nice guy, and damn nice you coming on my lives and chat with us. We got to see Serafina today. That was a nice bonus. Having her come in and hang out with us a little bit, and have her. Man, she was just killing Mason today. That was hysterical. And yeah, let's wrap it up. I just tossed my smoke in the ash can. So I'm gonna wrap it. Get that range time dog. Yeah. Well, thank you. So we're gonna shoot the load ladder. So we can find like the best load for that gun, so it can be more competitive, and then we'll do the same thing with the 6GT when that brass is dry. Then we go pull that thing off there and shake all that shit up and get any pulled up and get all that fucking water out of the cases so that they will dry. And then I'll do loads for that gun too. So anyhow, thank you all for being here, and we're gonna shut it down. So thank you. Oh, but I can't do it from here. I gotta put this whole thing down and then do it from the from the phone, which is in the tripod. Go up. Thank you, brother. You too. You be safe out there. And have fun.